Okay, let us start. Good evening, good morning to everyone, and this is the Pre-RoboCup webinars, and I would like to welcome you all to the small session on the Pre-RoboCup. It is pretty nice to have Amy here, and I think that it's gonna be great if we can answer some questions if anyone have. We will proceed with the introductions. First, my name is Vara. For the RoboCup 2022, I serve as the chair for the local committees in Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand, and Ajahn Patipan, I'm sorry. Ajahn Patipan here, he will serve as the local chair for the RoboCup Rescue, Junior Rescue, and Dr. Warapong. Hello.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vodapong here. I'm from KMITL. Nice to
Yeah,
meet you all. Thank you.
nice to. And Dr. Warapong will help Ajahn Patipan to organize the event. And it's pretty nice to have Amy here. She is the trustee of the RoboCup, and it is pretty nice to have her here. And I will first start with the sessions, the same as we have done for the past 2 days by sharing welcome message from Amy. Okay, 1 second. Where is it? Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
My name is Amy.
Do you hear and see the video correctly? อาจารย์ปฏิภาณเห็นภาพไหมครับ Okay, thank you. Okay, I will start again.
Hello. My name is Amy Eguchi. I am an assistant teaching professor of computer science education at University of California, San Diego in the USA. I am also one of the RoboCup Federation trustee representing RoboCupJunior. And I'm sorry that I'm not joining in this very important pre-RoboCup event live with you, but I'm hoping to give you a little bit of information about what RoboCupJunior is and how it started and what kind of leagues that we have before we deep dive into the league introduction, which will be done by the league members. And so RoboCupJunior for us is a pathway to a technology-intensive future. So we are helping our young generations of students to learn to be able to be tech-savvy, enabled citizen of the future who can contribute to create also effectively use the technology to better our lives of the future. So RoboCupJunior, how it actually started at the beginning. So RoboCupJunior began in 1998 with a demonstration at RoboCup 98 in Paris. And then the next year, RoboCup 1990 in Stockholm, we had a first interactive RoboCupJunior workshop. And then the following year, that's the inaugural year for RoboCupJunior. First RoboCupJunior event was held in Melbourne in 2000. So this is 23rd year of holding RoboCupJunior. And then back then, there are about 100 students participated from like 25 schools, mainly from Australia, but also from Germany and the USA. But then now we have about 200 teams joining our competition every year. So we have grown tremendously. And what is RoboCup? RoboCup is part of RoboCupJunior is part of RoboCup. So it's a RoboCup league. And RoboCupJunior really focuses on project-oriented educational initiative, which is sponsoring local, regional, international robotics event, and serving young students up through age 19. At the international competition, however, the youngest students need to be 14, so that's the youngest age that who can participate in the international competition. But local competition, we also have super regional competitions. Those are open to younger generations. RoboCup offers several challenges, but each emphasizing cooperative, program-based, problem solving, and the task achievement aspects of the learning. So as you can see, the main focus is education, not the competition. We have 3 RoboCupJunior leagues. One is soccer, another one is rescue, and the third one is on stage. And each league have different focus. So the first one that I want to talk about is soccer. Soccer is the same as Major League. Major League has soccer competition. The Junior League have soccer competition. We have 2 sub-leagues under the RoboCupJunior soccer competition. One is called lightweight. The other one is called open. The differences are the sizes, and then weight, and the voltage of the motors and all the electronic stuff on the robot. So lightweight, using a specific ball that emits IR signal. So instead of using a regular ball itself emit light, so that's easy for the sensors or the robots to find. And the size of the robot is up to 22 centimeter diameter and height. It can weigh up to 1.1 kilograms, so it's lighter. Ball capturing zone is up to 3 centimeter, and you can use batteries up to 12 normal voltage. Open, on the other hand, uses a passive ball, brightly colored orange ball at this point. Size is up to 18 centimeter, height and diameter. Weight is up to 2.2 kilograms. It's a little bit heavier. Ball capturing zone is less 1.5 centimeter, and the voltage is up to 15. So that's the soccer league. And rescue, again, same as Major League. Major League has rescue robot, also rescue simulation. RoboCupJunior has 3 sub-leagues under rescue. One is rescue line, which is a line following event. So autonomous robot follows a black line while overcoming different programs, different module field, different obstacles, different patterns. So they have to navigate through the terrain to get to the evacuation zone to find the victims. Rescue maze, again, also autonomous. So RoboCupJunior robots are all autonomous. Once you hit start, you can't touch it. It has to make all the decisions by itself using the sensory inputs. So it goes through the maze. This picture actually shows the maze arena, a little bit old, but there are different victims you can find. Your robot has to find to go through the arena. So this models a house. So imagine your robot is inside of the house and then trying to rescue different people, animals, you name it. So that's rescue maze. Now we have rescue simulation, which you don't have to have a physical robot, but create a algorithm to solve different programs in the virtual environment. So that's the simulation league. The last one is called OnStage. And an OnStage is the most open-ended competition of all RoboCup Junior. It invites teams to develop a creative autonomous robot that they design, build, and program. And the focus is really to create a robotics performance up to 2 minutes, so 1 minute to 2 minutes, using different technology to engage the audience. As I said, this is really open-ended, and it encourages teams to be really creative, innovative, and using the technology to create really innovative, engaging, entertaining performance. The performance doesn't have to be like sort of a dance performance. It used to be called dance, and then it was focusing mainly on stage dance performance. But then there are many forms of performances that we started to see. So we opened up the competition to accommodate different performances that we can see. Again, we really want to encourage students to be creative, and then showing what they can do with a robotics technology. Now, OnStage is the only competition among us RoboCup Junior to encourage human-robot interaction. So others like rescue and soccer, as I said, once you hit start, you can't touch the robots. But OnStage, well, you can't touch the robot, but you can interact with robot to create really interactive performance, as you may say. And all the leagues, OnStage, soccer, and rescue, we started to see, because of the development of sensors and cameras, we started to see some teams sort of incorporate or integrate AI technology into their robots' performance. So, for example, for soccer, in order for the robots to effectively find a ball, you need the camera to actually find the ball. So to be able to identify the ball, then there is a way to use AI technology to identify the balls, similar to the rescue maze. Rescue maze, robots incorporate camera into their robot creation to effectively find the victims. OnStage is open too, so there have been some teams really creatively incorporate AI technology into their robotics performance. So that's what the RoboCup Junior is about, and it's same as every year. I am so looking forward to seeing the team's performance. Doesn't matter which league you're participating in. So get ready and participate in RoboCup Junior, RoboCup 2022, especially in RoboCup Junior League competition. Thank you, and then looking forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Amy, do you have more words to tell us?
Maybe later. Sorry, I'm here, but I can't turn on the camera yet. But
Okay.
yeah, if there are any questions, I'll answer later. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay. Okay. Next, we have Roberto. He's the chair of the technical committees for the RoboCup Junior Soccer Rescue. I'm sorry. And then he sent us an videos to share with us about the competition this year. I will share his. Okay, here we go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this 2022 and Prevent Showcase. I'm very glad to be here. We are going to talk today about RoboCup Junior Rescue Competition. But let me start introducing myself. I have been in RoboCup for the last 12 years, managing different competitions like rescue and also being general chair of the whole RoboCup Junior. This year, I'm here as the RoboCup Federation Executive Committee member representing RoboCup Junior and Rescue specifically. So let's get into the matter. RoboCup Junior Rescue. So we know that robots nowadays are being part of our daily life, no, in some extent. So they can be used mainly in an industrial military security ways, but more often we're starting to see some commercial robots everywhere. Now, so remember that robot came from the tres robota word that means force label, no? Although there are multiple definition of it, is more like some device that can help us to perform a variety of tasks, no, by itself. So I always say that I want a robot at home, no? So we can start looking at these vacuums, a lot of different robots that are becoming part of our daily life. And we know that the robots have different components, no? That's why we are here. So we can build and develop our knowledge in something useful for humanity, no? in some aspects. So that's why RoboCup came in. So it was an educational platform that was founded in 1997 with a cool and a specific objective that in 2050 we can have a team of robots, humanoid robots, that play versus the world champion of that world, and they can have a really good match and win. No? So that was our main goal. So we are talking about soccer robots, but what else we can expect? So RoboCup also started to put together some real cool rescue robots and also some robots at home that can help us with our daily tasks. Now, so we started incorporating multiple technologies, meaning starting using computer vision and machine learning, motion planning and controls, and also we started to add some cyber physical systems. But let's just focus on RoboCup Junior specifically. So RoboCup Junior is meant to build autonomous vehicles. So RoboCup Junior in a whole is split in 3 leagues that they are soccer, rescue, and onstage. And the idea is to start being part of this STEAM world, no? Meaning that you need to start creating prototypes, you need to start designing, you need to start building, and this is a continuous process, no? That can make something that is going to be written by some road book, but also the idea is to have fun, to learn, and to share the knowledge that you are gaining through this process. So let's get into RoboCup Junior Rescue. So in RoboCup Junior Rescue, we have 3 leagues. So we have line, we have maze, we have simulation. So you can see just a couple of pictures of the people that made RoboCup Junior Rescue alive in the last couple of RoboCups. So how do I need to participate? So we something meaningful for the students. We encourage them to participate in have this team of, but they can have members. RoboCupJunior and RoboCupJunior as a whole, they are from 14 years old to 19 years old. Consider the date as July 1st. And also, each one of the team members should have a role. No, they have to be an important part of the team, and they should know what they did, and also they should know how to explain that to the judges or to the referees. And yes, the team is formed by students. So it's important to mention that the labor of the mentors is to encourage them, is to teach them. But it's also really important that they leave a space for the students to build their own prototypes, to start playing with that, and also participating with what they have made. So it's important that no mentor's participation in the robot, they have to be considered. And also, you can just have one robot, no, per team. Also, another thing important to mention is that you can only participate in one of the different RoboCupJunior submits. No? So you cannot be part of two teams or two different teams at the same time. Let's get deeper into what is one of the RoboCup sub-leagues. So starting in let's say like a starting point in Rescue Junior, it's RoboCup Rescue Line. So the scenario is that you are getting a dangerous area, not that some kind of earthquake or natural disaster already happened, and you need a team, you need team help, no? Meaning that a robot needs to go into this dangerous area for the humans and can go and travel to the different terrains, no? In an extent is following some line that guide us to where all the main or the victims are located. And this robot can help us to take the humans and put them in a safe zone. Let's share with you a talk of me of a couple of years back that will show you a little bit more about what is Rescue Line. So we have actually two different challenges. One is the one behind me that is Rescue Line. We have another one that is Rescue Maze. So in general, what we have is like in Rescue Line, it's a small scenario where they have a robot that has to go through the city. Actually, we have a line, but in this line, you can have like spare spaces, you can find like obstacles, you can find speed bumps. So a lot of hard things for them. So the robot needs to navigate through all the maze to get to the end zone. That is like the victim area. So actually the victims are some small balls that they have to cut, and they have to put in the hospital. That is actually a triangle at the end of the area. That is like the way that they have to keep it there. So that's the main idea of Rescue Line. Cool, let's move forward. So the second competition that we have, or the second sub-league that we have, is the RoboCupJunior Rescue Maze. This is another scenario where the line is simply too dangerous for humans to reach quickly the victims. No, so the team has given the task of navigating all the terrain that could have some dead ends, some holes on the floor, some obstacles that you need to go through or go over it, to find where the different victims are located, no? Which people is just safe, which people needs attention, and can deploy a rescue kit that will help the humans to reach them directly. So the important task here is not rescuing the victims, is more helping to identify where they are. So a team of human rescues can help to collect the victims and take them to the hospital. Also, the time and the technical skills are essential. So let's come prepared to be the most successful rescue team. Let's get back with me of a couple of years back to talk more about this. We have another challenge that is rescue maze. It's pretty amazing because it's like a labyrinth. So the robot needs to have like some kind of artificial intelligence to do it. So the robot needs to navigate through all the labyrinth. He also is going to find like obstacles, speed bumps, like dead areas where the robot cannot go inside. But the special thing here is that they have to find big teams. There are like some small elements hidden. So it's actually they have to find like the human temperature big teams. So they have to give them a rescue kit. And the robot needs to go all the labyrinth to do it. So yeah, that's a general idea. Cool. Let's move forward. So we have also a new rescue sub-league, RoboCupJunior Rescue Sub-League, that was developed a couple of years back, and last year in our online event was just as a demonstration, that is RoboCupJunior Rescue Simulation. It is built over the Weebots platform. And the idea is, again, to navigate a hard and dangerous environment, no? So the robots can minimize the risk for the humans, locating the victims and giving more information to the human rescue team members. The main idea behind this competition is to give a huge platform or a solid platform so the kids can start incorporating RoboCup major rescue tasks into this challenge, so they can have an easier way to move from junior to major. So the idea is that we need to keep the people that is interested in RoboCup Junior move forward to RoboCup Major. Now that we know that they are going to be key players into reaching our 2050 RoboCup goal. Also, good app is that we are not only running individual competitions based on the rule books that we have. We also pair some different teams that they speak a different mother language, not to work together and try to solve a challenge, a whole new challenge, obviously with the same principles of what they already solved, but collaborating with another team and try to get the best rescue team in a challenging time of less than 24 hours. So they have a lot of fun, and that's why it's important that they know the functionality of the robots, that they know how to build the robot, how to program them, because this knowledge is essential to be the best super team. We cannot be without our that help us to see or foresee how we want to be in a couple of years, how we are moving to also help to achieve our main RoboCup goal. And they start like from working on the technical documents in the rule books and everything, making this RoboCup competition. So this year, Tom from Germany is the chair leading this team. Tatiana from Brazil is our co-chair. And they have the full support of the different team members. Alexander for Germany, Bill from Taiwan, Elizabeth from USA, Naomi from Japan, And also we have Matek, a new joiner from Croatia. What about if you need to have more info? If you want to be in touch, what are our official sources? So the first point of contact is our Junior RoboCup website, where you can find all the rulebooks and important information, like the one I already shared. Also, you get in contact. We have a cool RoboCupJunior official forum that has been working for a long time already, where not also you can ask questions for the to the committee members. There's a really good platform where you can ask questions or for ideas or share what you already have built or done with another teams worldwide. It doesn't matter. Maybe you never participated in an international competition, just in the super regionals or in the local competition. But anyway, you can go there and ask your questions. The main idea is to write them in English, but we have seen a lot of different messages, and because we are really worldwide, we have people that can answer questions in different languages. No, but try to do your best to write those in English. And also, if you want more precise information about what we did in the last events, the winners, and have some more insights, videos, and everything, we have the RoboCupJunior Rescue Community website. So feel free to get there and take a look. And thank you very much. And we are looking forward to see you in Thailand in July. Safe travels, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Roberto. Well, we stop sharing. Okay, here we go. And yeah, now I think that we have Amy here, and then we can have quite a few questions. Please feel free to write in the chat box if you have any questions. Okay. อาจารย์ปฏิพาน as a log for the rescue league, would you like to say something for the welcome and then, yeah, อาจารย์ปฏิพาน
Good evening, everyone. My name is Padipan Samniang. I am an educator at KMTL. I am pleased to be one of the organizers of the RoboCup Junior Rescue League in this time. RoboCup Junior Rescue is an interesting and challenging game. The competitors in this competition will be the talent one in robot and technology field in the future. I am very grateful for explaining the rules today. It's very important for the competitors, and I have to thank to everybody who organized this event. So welcome to RoboCup Junior Rescue in Thailand. Thank you.
Yeah. อาจารย์วรพงษ์
I think I feel the same as Mr. Patipan also. So I only have this for right now. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Amy, it seems that no one have asking any questions until now. Would you like to say something? Thank you very much for your kind presentation, and the video is very nice. And the video is excellent. It's like having you here in the past 2 days. Okay.
Thank you. I think especially with rescue. Rescue, all the RoboCup Junior committees are quite active, but rescue is the one, maybe soccer is also, but rescue really use the forum as a way of communicating with the teams. So, and then as Roberto said, you can ask questions and somebody will answer the question, but actually that somebody are all the committee members. And sometimes other teams can actually join and help you out. So that's a best way to communicate with the actual people who are running the competition. So you get to know them as well. And RoboCup Junior is really a friendly community. So if you're, well, of course, we can't just tell the teams this is what you need to do and just give the building instruction and then coding, but you can share different ideas and you can actually ask many questions you might have, and then we're all here to help. So that's a benefit of participating in RoboCup Junior. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And from the audience, does anyone have questions that would like to ask now? If you have any question, like Amy said, you can get an advice from the forums and the website. There's tons of information available. Well, let me see if there's any questions. So far, there's no question. If there's no questions, I will call this session a close, and thank you very much, Amy, for your time. I understand that the time difference, affect lots of our daily life, and thank you everyone for joining us today. And I think that the past 3 days for the RoboCup Junior pre RoboCup programs, we have quite a good start, and I think that the not only we can have a real start of the RoboCup 2022. We have quite a few attendees from many parts of the world, and we hope that we can be a good host in this July and having you here with us in the RoboCup. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
There's actually a couple of questions.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not. I haven't seen it. Okay. One second. Okay. Great. Thank you. Okay. The first question is that is there any information on when the call for participation will happen in the list for the rescue lines? Amy.
It actually depends on the country, the region the teams are from, and then each country slash region has to have a selection event. And
Okay.
depending on when the selection event happens, we don't really know. So if you have a team, you go through the selection event of your country, and usually the first team will be able to join the international competition. So which country are you from? If you can just put in the chat.
Fontanilla, what country are you from? Which country? We are
And then,
waiting.
so if you go to RoboCupJunior.org and go to the community tab, community page, there is a list of regional representatives. So you can contact the regional reps to find out when the actual selection happens.
From Brazil, Amy. From Brazil.
Brazil. I think Brazil has a selection event soon now, I think. Because I remember seeing the open event proposal. So, but you need to be in touch with them. And Bumblebee from Brazil. Oh, it's the same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
How many rounds? I think it's usually 3 rounds. During the competition. I might be wrong, but there's another thing as Roberto mentions that super team competition, that's a separate competition. So there are actually more than 3 in total, but I think usually it's 3 rounds.
Yeah. Any other questions? Please don't hesitate to ask Amy. Okay. It seems that from the past 2 days, we also close our session about 20:45, which is a good time. Okay. I would say thank everyone, and then we call this session a close. If you have anything, you can don't hesitate to ask in the forums, and then we will try to answer all the questions. Thank you very much, everyone, for today. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.